Tiny Tales TV, where every story is magical.
In the heart of London, on a quiet street lined with lamplights and blooming trees, stood a cozy home belonging to the Darling family. Inside lived Mr. and Mrs. Darling and their 3 children, Wendy, John, and little Michael. Every night before bed, Wendy would tell her brothers stories about pirates, fairies, and magical lands far away, filling their dreams with adventure. But one night, something truly magical happened. As the moonlight poured through the nursery window, a small shadow moved across the wall. It wasn't the children's. It was Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up. He had come from Neverland, searching for his shadow, which had accidentally flown away during a previous visit. With him fluttered a tiny sparkling fairy named Tinker Bell, who sprinkled glowing pixie dust wherever she went. When Wendy awoke and saw Peter, she gasped in wonder.
Are you really real?
Of course! I'm Peter Pan. I came to take you to Neverland, where you never have to grow up.
Peter taught Wendy, John, and Michael how to fly.
Think of the happiest things and don't forget the fairy dust.
With a sprinkle from Tinker Bell, the children lifted off the ground. They soared over the rooftops of London, past Big Ben, through clouds, and across the glittering stars toward the magical island of Neverland. As they descended, the island came into view, shimmering lagoons, green jungles, and hidden coves. There were mermaids in the lagoons, lost boys living in a forest hideout, and far away the dark ship of the dreadful pirate Captain Hook. Peter introduced them to the Lost Boys, his band of adventurous friends who lived in a tree house. Wendy became like their big sister, telling them bedtime stories and caring for them all. But not everyone was happy to see Peter back. On the far side of the island, aboard the pirate ship, the Jolly Roger, Captain Hook plotted his revenge. He was tall, thin, and dressed in a long red coat, with a wicked hook where his right hand used to be, bitten off by the crocodile that followed him everywhere, hoping for another bite.
This time, I'll get you, Peter Pan!
But trouble also brewed among Peter's friends. Tinker Bell, who adored Peter, grew jealous of Wendy and her kind nature. In a moment of anger, she told the Lost Boys that Wendy was an enemy. When Wendy arrived to visit, they tried to shoot her down with an arrow. But luckily, Peter arrived just in time to save her. He was furious, but Wendy forgave Tinker Bell, who tearfully realized her mistake. Captain Hook soon captured Tiger Lily, the princess of the island's native tribe, and tied her to a rock by the lagoon. Peter swooped in just in time, rescuing her and earning the tribe's gratitude. But Hook wasn't finished. He followed Peter and his friends to their hideout and kidnapped Wendy, John, Michael, and the Lost Boys, taking them to his ship. Under a dark, stormy sky, Hook prepared to make the children walk the plank. But suddenly, a familiar voice echoed.
Did someone call for a rescue?
He flew down with Tinker Bell, sword in hand, and battled Hook in an epic fight across the ship's deck, sparks flying as steel clashed against steel. At last, Peter knocked Hook into the sea, where the hungry crocodile was waiting. With a splash and a scream, Hook disappeared beneath the waves, and the pirates fled in terror. With Hook gone, Peter and Tinker Bell steered the Jolly Roger through the clouds. Using pixie dust, the ship sailed through the night sky, carrying Wendy, John, and Michael safely back to London. When the children returned to their nursery, they hugged Peter goodbye.
Will you ever come back?
I'll always be near, Tell, in your stories and your dreams.
And with that, he and Tinker Bell flew back to Neverland, where the stars twinkled a little brighter that night. All children, except one, grow up. But Peter Pan, the boy who never did, still flies through the skies of Neverland, chasing adventures, laughter, and the magic of childhood forever.
If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.